My beloved child, before you ever opened your eyes to this world, I spoke your name in eternity. Before your lungs first filled with air, I filled your spirit with destiny. Before the foundations of the earth were laid, I dreamed of you. You were not born of chance. You were formed by design. Every fiber of your being, every detail of your existence was crafted with love and intention. I know there were moments when you doubted this truth. When pain spoke louder than promise and fear echoed more convincingly than faith. I saw you when the night stretched too long and hope seemed too far. I heard every silent question, every whispered plea, every hidden tear that no one else saw. You wondered if I had forgotten. You questioned if I had turned away, but hear me now, I never left. Even in the wilderness of your wondering, I was there. Even in the ache of your unanswered prayers, I was closer than your next breath. I stood beside you, unmoving, unshaken, ever present. Not condemning, but longing. Not distant, but near. Waiting not for your perfection, but simply for your surrender. You have wrestled in places unseen, fought battles in the secret chambers of your mind and soul. The war was fierce. Not always outside, but deep within. Old patterns whispered that change was impossible. Wounds disguised themselves as identity. Disappointments became silent agreements. You unknowingly signed in moments of weakness. This is who I will always be. This is all life will offer. This is just my fate. But beloved, I never called you to resign. I called you to rise. Even now I am moving in the hidden places. Even now I am touching wounds you thought were permanent. Even now I am breaking lies that have long wrapped themselves around your identity. My light is exposing every root of falsehood, not to shame you, but to liberate you. Not to judge you, but to heal you. I am not intimidated by the depth of your struggle. I am not impatient with the process of your becoming. I am not disappointed by the slowness of your steps. Every faltering footstep forward delights me. Every tear-streaked surrender moves my heart. Every small yes echoes loudly in heaven. You thought you were circling endlessly. You believed the cycle would never end. But I tell you now with divine certainty, the cycle is already breaking. Not because you tried harder, not because you figured it all out, but because my word has gone forth. And when I speak, chains break. The battle was never yours to win in, your own strength. It was always mine to complete through your surrender. The moment you stopped striving and started leaning in, heaven began to move. The moment you let go of self-reliance and reached for my grace, victory began its march toward your life. You are not who you were yesterday. You are not defined by old failures or shaped eternally by your shortcomings. I am the one who rewrites stories. I am the author who turns broken pages into testimonies of beauty. Listen carefully, beloved. You have allowed past experiences to become prophecies over your future. You have let yesterday's heartbreak write tomorrow's headlines. But today, I say, no more. The narrative shifts now. The page turns here. The pen is in my hand, and the ink is love. I am writing a new story over you, and it begins with this sentence. This child is free. Yes, free. Free from shame. Free from small thinking. Free from the need to prove, earn, or strive. Free from generational patterns that tried to repeat themselves through you. You are not destined to carry forward what I have called finished. You are not required to wear garments that were never yours to begin with. Lay down the heaviness. Lay down the labels. Lay down the lies. I am clothing you in righteousness now. I am placing upon you garments of praise instead of despair. I am crowning you not with the weight of performance, but with the joy of acceptance. Look up, precious one. Look beyond what you see with natural eyes. For I am doing a work so deep, so profound that only heaven fully understands its magnitude. I am planting new seeds, and seeds of hope where hopelessness reigned, seeds of courage where timidity ruled, seeds of vision where smallness suffocated dreams. And those seeds are hidden in the soil before they rise. Trust that they are growing. Trust that what I plant, I bring to harvest. Trust that what I promise, I complete. You thought you were stuck in delay, but you were being prepared. You thought you were abandoned, but you were being established. You thought the silence meant denial, but it was me, anchoring you so that what I build will stand the test of time. Beloved, you have graduated from survival. You are being promoted into abundance, not as the world defines abundance, but as heaven declares it. Abundance of peace, abundance of joy, abundance of identity, abundance of purpose. But know this, before I release you into external expansion, I always complete internal restoration. Because I love you too much to elevate what is still fractured. I love you too deeply to expose what still needs mending. So yield, even now, to my loving touch. Yes, this is your awakening. An awakening not of frantic striving, but of quiet confidence. Not of forced religious effort, but of deep relational intimacy. Not of shallow declarations, but of deeply rooted truths. You are awakening to who you really are. You are awakening to how fiercely you are loved. You are awakening to the authority I have given you, not because of what you have done, but because of whose you are. You belong to me, and what belongs to me cannot remain bound. What belongs to me must rise. So rise, beloved. Rise in thought. Rise in speech. Rise in belief. Rise in dreams. Rise, not in your own strength, but in mine. For today marks the end of circling. Today marks the beginning of forward motion. Today, heaven announces over your life. The cycle is broken. My dear child, the breaking of cycles is not only about what ends, it is about what begins. You may feel the old weights loosening, the familiar chains falling, yet wonder what comes next. Do not fear this place between what was and what will be. This is sacred ground, the ground of becoming. Yes, the cycle is broken, but now I desire to do what only I can do, the deep work. I'm not content to simply remove the chains. I want to heal the wrists where they once gripped tightly. I am not satisfied to simply silence the lies. I want to restore the parts of you that believed them. Do not rush past this work. Freedom is not only measured by absence of bondage, but by the fullness of healing that replaces it. Come closer now. Let me take you deeper. There are rooms in your heart you have kept locked for years. Rooms where pain piled up like dust, hidden from the view of others. Rooms where disappointment sat heavy in corners you avoided. Rooms where dreams died quietly and hope dared not speak aloud. You thought ignoring those rooms would make them disappear. You thought shutting the door would keep you safe. But beloved, hiding does not heal. Avoidance does not restore. I am the only one who can walk into those places without fear. I do not flinch at your mess. I am not repelled by your brokenness. I am drawn to it, because I am the God who makes all things new. Let me in. Let me into the memories you revisit in the dark but never speak aloud. Let me into the moments that still sting when triggered. Let me into the questions that remain unanswered in your soul. Not to judge, not to shame, but to heal. You see, beloved, where you see rubble, I see foundations. Where you see endings, I see new beginnings. Where you see scars, I see stories that will bring life to others. Do not despise your scars. Do not curse your seasons of weakness. They have shaped a humility, a softness, a compassion that strength alone could never produce. I do not waste anything. Not your failures. not your regrets, not even your rebellion. Everything surrendered becomes sacred. Everything placed in my hands becomes purposeful. So give me the shattered pieces now. I will not discard them. I will weave them into something beautiful. My precious child, it is time to confront the silent agreements. Yes, those hidden contracts your heart made with lies. I will never be enough. Love is always earned. People always leave. I must always protect myself. Dreaming only leads to disappointment. You may not have spoken them aloud, but they have governed you. They have whispered in decision-making moments. They have shouted in seasons of loss. They have built invisible fences around your capacity to believe. Today, I tear them down. You are not what rejection tried to name you. You are not the sum of what others could not see in you. You are not destined to relive the failures of generations before you. You are mine. And that is your truest name. Mine. Not marked for cycles of defeat, but crowned for seasons of victory. Mine. Not sentenced to wander, but called to pioneer. Mine. Not tolerated, but celebrated. Mine. Not abandoned, but embraced forever. Feel the chains snapping now, the chain of self-protection built from years of hurt. Broken. The chain of perfectionism that crushed your joy. Broken. The chain of unworthiness whispered from childhood wounds. Broken. Do not break chains to leave you bare. I break chains so I can clothe you anew. I clothe you now with acceptance. I wrap you in belonging. I fasten the belt of truth tightly around your identity. You are my child. Not by performance, not by striving, but by grace. Listen closely. The enemy will try again. He will whisper the familiar. He will invite you to wear the old garments of shame. He will entice you to slip back into the patterns I just shattered. But you will not agree. You will not return. Because my truth is louder now. You are learning to recognize his voice and reject it. You are learning to catch every thought before it builds a fortress. You are learning to say boldly, that is not who I am anymore. Beloved, this is maturity. Not perfection, but discernment. Not flawless living, but fearless abiding. I am training your spirit to respond from truth, not trauma. I am teaching your heart to believe promises more than problems. I am aligning your soul to move with heaven, not be ruled by history. The deep work is not punishment. It is preparation. You are not being crushed. You are being constructed. What I am building in you requires deep foundations. I am anchoring you so deeply in truth that no storm can uproot you. I am fortifying you so completely in identity that no accusation can dismantle you. Yes, beloved, this is not about temporary relief. This is about eternal transformation. You will carry this freedom, not only for yourself, but for others. You will become a gate for those still circling the same mountains you once knew intimately. You will speak and captives will listen. You will love and walls will fall. You will walk into rooms and atmospheres will shift, because freedom has weight and presence. But first, let me finish this deep work. Yield when I call for surrender. Rest when I pull you aside for intimacy. Listen when I whisper through conviction. I am not rushing. I am rooting. I am not pushing. I am planting. My dear child, let this sink in. You are not a renovation project. You are a new creation. The deep work is not to fix you. The deep work is to reveal you, and what I reveal will glorify me. What I reveal will terrify darkness. What I reveal will set the captives free. You, beloved, are not circling anymore. You are advancing. You are becoming. You are rising. This is only the beginning. My precious one, you have felt the deep work happening. You have yielded to my hands shaping your soul, and now the stirring you sense within is no accident. It is awakening. It is the sound of victory beginning to sing within your spirit. You once lived on defense, bracing for disappointment, protecting yourself from rejection, shrinking back to avoid failure. But no more. This season is different. I am calling forth the overcomer inside you, the one who no longer hides in survival mode, the one who no longer fears failure more than they believe in my faithfulness, the one who no longer tiptoes through destiny but runs boldly in purpose. You may still feel weak, you may still feel unqualified, but hear me. Your authority is not based on your feelings but on your position in me. You are seated with me in heavenly places. You are clothed with power from on high. You are anointed not because you earned it, but because I chose you. You have looked at yourself through the lens of struggle for too long. You have evaluated your readiness by the presence of old insecurities. But I say to you now, beloved, you are more ready than you realize. Your readiness is not the absence of weakness. Your readiness is found in your willingness to trust me above yourself. I have always used the unlikely. I have always chosen the ones others overlooked. I have always poured my spirit on the ones the world deemed too broken. You, beloved, are perfectly positioned for my power, for in your surrender my strength is perfected. In your yieldedness my glory is revealed. In your humility my authority flows. I am calling you to rise now, not later, not when you feel ready, not when every question is answered or every fear is gone. Now, rise in identity, rise in courage, rise in faith. Rise because you were made to rise. I am giving you new eyes to see. Where you once saw barriers, you will now see invitations. Where you once saw impossibilities, you will now see divine opportunities. Where you once saw closed doors, you will now see doors I am swinging wide in favor. You will not walk as one unsure. You will walk as one sent. Sent into your family with healing words. Sent into your workplace carrying hope. Sent into dark places carrying light. Sent into circles of influence to shift atmospheres. No longer hidden, no longer silenced, no longer circling mountains of insecurity. You are stepping into the wide open spaces of impact. Yes, the impact will cost you. Obedience always costs something. There will be days of sacrifice. There will be moments of resistance. But beloved, hear me. Nothing will compare to the joy of partnering with me in changing lives. Your yes will ripple through generations. Your obedience will break chains you do not even see. Your prayers will tear down strongholds in others' lives even before they ask. You are rising now as a breaker of chains, a healer of hearts, a carrier of my love. But as you rise, beloved, do not forget this. Staying low keeps you steady. Remain humble. Remember, it is not by your own might nor by your wisdom, but by my spirit. Favor will come. Doors will open. People will notice. But stay small in your eyes so I can remain big in your life. Do not be swayed by applause. Do not be discouraged by opposition. Let your eyes stay fixed on me, the author and finisher of your faith. For I am not simply raising you to platforms, I am raising you to be a pillar that holds up others when they falter, a pillar that carries wisdom when confusion abounds, a pillar that refuses to bow when compromise tries to creep in. My precious overcomer, you will find that as you step forward, new challenges will come. But remember, they will not defeat you. They will only reveal how far you have come. The temptation to shrink back will whisper again. The voice of old fears will attempt one final stand, but you will laugh. Yes, laugh, because you will recognize them for what they are, powerless ghosts of a defeated enemy. Your response will not be anxiety. Your response will not be retreat. Your response will be worship, for worship is your weapon. Worship will anchor your heart when battles rage. Worship will remind your spirit of who I am and what I have already done. Every time you lift your voice in praise, hell trembles. Every time you declare my promises, darkness flees. Every time you choose faith over fear, you drive stakes of victory into the ground. This is how you rise, not through striving, not through perfection, but through trust-filled surrender and praise-fueled perseverance. Beloved, heaven is watching. Angels are moving. Creation is groaning for sons and daughters to rise. And you, yes you, are among the ones I have chosen for this hour. You will not circle again. You will not collapse again. You will not cave again. You will rise. You will stand. You will speak. You will release. You will become. You will live as one fully free and fully mine. This is the rise of the overcomer, and it is your story now. My beloved child, you have risen from the ashes. You have stepped beyond the walls that once defined your limits. But now I speak to you not only as my child, I speak to you as my vessel. For it was never only about your freedom, it was always about the freedom of those who will come after you. What I am birthing in you is bigger than your comfort. It is bigger than your personal dreams and daily needs. I am building a legacy that will outlive your lifespan, a legacy that will echo in generations yet unborn, a legacy that will shift the trajectory of your family, your community, your nation. You thought it was about surviving cycles, but I tell you now, it was about breaking them for good. The battles you endured were not only for your deliverance, they were to ensure your children and your children's children would not have to face the same giants you slayed. You are a cycle breaker. You are a pioneer. You are a generational gate opener. I placed this mantle on your shoulders even before you knew me. I marked you in eternity as one who would say no more to the patterns of pain and yes, to the patterns of promise. You will no longer pass down silence where there should be song. You will no longer pass down fear where there should be faith. You will no longer pass down striving where there should be surrender. Instead, through you, I am releasing legacy. Legacy of peace where there was turmoil. Legacy of joy where there was sorrow. Legacy of righteousness where there was rebellion. Legacy of intimacy where there was distance. You may ask, how, Lord, I feel so ordinary. But beloved, it is in your ordinariness that my glory shines brightest. I did not choose you because you are flawless. I chose you because you said yes. A surrendered heart carries more power than a perfect performance. A willing vessel accomplishes more than a proud warrior. Do you not see? The enemy worked so hard to keep you bound because he feared what would happen when you finally broke free. He feared your voice rising in purity. He feared your prayers shaking realms unseen. He feared your words carrying the authority of experience and the fragrance of grace. But his fears have come true. You have risen. And now, you will not only walk in freedom, you will release it. You will speak and chains will break. You will pray and atmospheres will shift. You will move and demons will tremble. Not because of who you are alone, but because of who lives within you. You are not empty anymore. You are filled with purpose. You are saturated with power. You are crowned with destiny. And as you walk in this new authority, remember, legacy is stewarded daily. It is not built in the grand moments, but in the faithful ones. In your choice to forgive again, in your decision to love when offense feels justified, in your commitment to speak life when negativity whispers loudest, in your quiet surrender when pride tries to rise. Every moment matters, every step plants seeds, every decision creates ripples. You are building history with me day by day, and I'm writing it all down, not for shame, not for performance, but for remembrance. so generations yet to come will know. This is where the cycle broke. This is where the generational curse ended. This is where new songs were sung. This is where legacy began. My beloved, I am calling you to live legacy-minded, not short-sighted, not circumstantially driven. I am calling you to see beyond today's trials, to see into eternity's rewards. Yes, it will require diligence. Yes, it will ask you to guard your heart daily. Yes, it will demand that you reject the old whispers when they try to return. But you will not be doing this alone. My Spirit is your helper. My word is your anchor. My presence is your portion. And where I am, there is not only freedom, there is fruitfulness. You will bear fruit, my child. Fruit that remains. Fruit that feeds others. Fruit that glorifies me. The seeds you plant in secret will bloom in public. The prayers you release in hidden places will shape nations. The sacrifices you make quietly will thunder loudly in the courts of heaven. Your life will not be wasted. Your story will not fade into obscurity. You are not writing a tale of barely made it. You are writing a testimony of abundantly victorious. And as you remain faithful in the days to come, watch as I open doors you never knew existed. Watch as I align connections that only I could arrange. Watch as I give you influence, not for your fame, but for my kingdom. You will carry this mantle well, not because you are strong, but because you are surrendered. Not because you never falter, but because you never stop coming back to me. Beloved pioneer, legacy builder, cycle breaker, do not grow weary. Do not look back. Do not second-guess your standing. You are mine. You are marked. You are moving forward, and the generations behind you will thank you. The angels watching over you will celebrate you. And I, your Father, will forever call you my faithful one in whom I am well pleased. My beloved child, you have risen from ruins. You have shaken off the dust of past seasons. You are wearing the garments of freedom and bearing the mantle of legacy. But hear me carefully now. Freedom, though purchased in a moment, is stewarded through a lifetime. You must learn to walk wisely, not out of fear of falling again, but out of the reverence that comes with carrying something precious. You are now a steward of something sacred. The victories you have seen are not trophies to display. They are foundations to build upon. You are stepping into a new reality, and with it comes new responsibility. Listen closely, my child. The enemy will no longer confront you with chains. He will confront you with choices. Not blatant rebellion, but subtle distractions. Not obvious disobedience, but quiet compromises. Not loud accusations, but soft whispers inviting you to grow careless. I am teaching you now the art of daily victory. The victory that is not won on grand stages, but in the secret place. The victory that is not about external applause, but about inner alignment. You must remain anchored. You must remain rooted. You must remain watchful, not anxious, but aware. Not fearful, but focused. You see, beloved, the cycles broke not because of your striving, but because of your surrender. And that is the key to staying free, not effort, but intimacy. Remain close. Remain soft. Remain surrendered. Meet me in the mornings before voices crowd your mind. Meet me in the quiet moments when decisions are made. Meet me in the hidden places where no one sees, but where everything shifts. The sustaining of freedom is not complicated. It is not found in rules or rituals. It is found in relationship. I am not asking you to perform for me. I am asking you to walk with me. Yes, walk. Not run frantically. Not sprint to prove your worth. Walk with me. For in the walking, you will find pace. In the walking, you will hear my whisper. In the walking, you will develop holy resilience. Beloved, do not misunderstand seasons of stillness. I will sometimes call you to pause, not because you are regressing, but because I'm strengthening. Silence is not absence. Waiting is not punishment. Stillness is not stagnation. In fact, in stillness, my voice becomes clearer. In stillness, your roots grow deeper. In stillness, your vision is refined. Do not despise the quiet seasons. They are often the most productive in my kingdom. They are where endurance is formed and clarity is birthed. Yes, I will launch you into boldness. Yes, you will speak and impact nations. Yes, doors will open. But I care as much about your inner world as I do your outer influence. You will not carry a divided heart. You will not bear weight with fractured motives. You will not run on empty. So, I am teaching you now. Abide before you advance. Receive before you release. Be still before you are sent. My child, hear this wisdom. Wisdom guards what victory wins. Without wisdom, freedom can become fragile. Without discernment, influence can turn dangerous. You will need wisdom to navigate new levels, wisdom to handle favor, wisdom to discern alliances, wisdom to resist pride. So ask me daily. Ask not once. Ask always. Father, what are you saying today? Father, how should I respond in this? Father, what is your heart right now? I am not distant in these matters. I delight to share my heart with those who seek me. You will find, beloved, that wisdom is not hidden from you. It is hidden for you to draw you deeper into dependence. I will lead you with clarity. I will instruct you with kindness. I will correct you with love. And when correction comes, do not shrink back. Correction is not rejection. Correction is protection. I correct those I love. I prune so that more fruit may come. I refine so that the vessel may shine brighter. Stay humble in my hands. Remain teachable no matter how much I entrust to you. Honor the voices I send to sharpen you. You will never outgrow your need for guidance. The wise are not those who know everything, but those who never stop learning. Beloved, the path of daily victory is paved with these stones: gratitude in abundance, humility in favor, integrity in influence, purity in power, intimacy in busyness. These are your safeguards. These are your anchors. These are your signposts to remain true when winds blow and seasons shift. Yes, the journey ahead will be glorious. Yes, you will step into more than you can ask or imagine. Yes, your impact will ripple farther than you ever dreamed. But always remember, success without surrender is shallow. Influence without intimacy is hollow. Progress without presence is perilous. You were made not merely to achieve, you were made to abide. So walk with me, talk with me, lean into me. You are not walking as an orphan. You are walking as a beloved child, and beloved children do not strive, they rest. They trust, they follow. The cycles are broken, the chains are gone. Now begins the path of daily victory, and I will walk every step with you. My precious child, you have walked faithfully through the breaking of cycles. You have embraced the deep work of healing and identity. You have learned the path of daily surrender and intimate wisdom. Now, beloved, it is time. Time to step into the divine assignments I have prepared for you. You were not only set free to enjoy freedom, you were set free to set others free. This is your commissioning, not into endless striving, but into purposeful impact. Not into restless labor, but into fruitful partnership with me. You are my sent one now. You are my ambassador of reconciliation. You are my vessel through whom heaven will touch earth. You once asked, Lord, How can you use me? I am weak. But I say to you now, your weakness has become the doorway for my strength. You once said, Lord, I am small in the eyes of others, but hear me clearly. Your smallness before men has become greatness before me. You once wondered, am I qualified? But beloved, I qualify those I call, I empower those I commission. You have been prepared for this very hour. Your obedience in the hidden place has built a foundation unshaken by applause or rejection. Your yes in the quiet seasons has positioned you for authority in the visible seasons. You do not need to promote yourself. You do not need to force doors open. You do not need to strive for recognition. I am your defender. I am your provider. I am your door opener. When I open doors, no one can shut them. When I elevate, no voice can disqualify. When I assign, no man can override. You will carry heaven's influence, not man's ambition. You will speak words that release life, not words that gather applause. You will move with divine weight, not worldly hustle. Your authority is not rooted in titles. It is rooted in sonship. Your power is not sourced from platforms. It is sourced from presence. Stay close to me, beloved. Because proximity releases power. You will go where others hesitate. You will speak when others fall silent. You will love when others pull away. Not because you are fearless, but because you are filled with perfect love. And love drives out fear. You will enter rooms carrying answers. You will step into crises carrying peace. You will navigate difficult conversations carrying wisdom. And yes, beloved, you will shift atmospheres, not because of persuasive words, not because of superior knowledge, but because where you go, I go. Where you speak, I breathe. Where you move, I release. The influence I give you will be sacred. Guard it well. Use it wisely. Influence is not ownership. It is stewardship. Some will praise you. Some will misunderstand you. Some will resist you. But never let their response define your obedience. You live before my eyes. You work unto my glory. You pour out from my love. And I will always see. I will always reward. Remember this. The higher I lift you, the lower you must choose to go. Greater influence demands greater humility. Greater authority demands greater servanthood. You are not called to rule over. You are called to lift up. You will lead from love. You will serve from strength. You will impact from intimacy. Beloved, divine assignments do not come without divine alignment. Stay aligned to me. When you are tempted to rush ahead, return to my feet. When you are tempted to compare, return to my promises. When you are tempted to compromise, return to my holiness. You will be entrusted with much. But much does not change who you are. It reveals who you have become in me. You will carry wealth of wisdom, but never let it outgrow your wonder. You will carry influence, but never let it dilute your intimacy. You will carry responsibility, but never let it rob your rest. You are not building your kingdom. You are expanding mine. And I am not nervous about trusting you with more. For you have proven in private what I now reveal in public: faithfulness, tenderness, teachability, surrender. Beloved, this is your moment, not of arrival, but of assignment. Do not be afraid to take bold steps. I am with you. Do not be afraid to dream bigger. I am the dream giver. Do not be afraid to confront darkness. I am the light in you. Walk boldly. Speak clearly. Love deeply. Serve joyfully. For the mantle of my favor is upon you, and the nations will know that I, the Lord, am faithful, because they will see it through you. My precious one, go now. Step fully into what I have spoken. Do not look back. Do not hesitate. Do not shrink. I am commissioning you. I am sending you, and I will walk with you every step of the way. My beloved child, you are walking forward now. You are moving in the mantle I have placed upon your shoulders. You are stepping into the wide and spacious places I promised you. But listen closely, for with new ground comes new battles. With new levels comes new resistance. This is not to scare you. This is not to make you hesitant. This is to prepare you so that nothing catches you unaware. The cycles you broke in the past were chains of captivity, but now you will face opposition not because you are bound, but because you are advancing. The enemy fears your freedom. He trembles at your progress. He sees the shift and he knows what is at stake. So he will attempt to resist you. He will whisper lies in the moments of stretching. He will stir confusion in seasons of transition. He will provoke weariness when fruit does not appear as fast as you hoped. But beloved, do not be alarmed. Warfare is not evidence of defeat. Warfare is evidence of forward movement. You are now contending not for your own survival, but for the fulfillment of my promises. You are contending for territories I am giving to you. You are contending for lives connected to your obedience. So when the battle rises, do not ask, "What have I done wrong?" Ask instead, "What territory am I taking that makes the enemy so nervous?" You see, precious one, I am training your hands for war and your fingers for battle. Not a battle fought in carnal ways, but in spiritual victory. You will fight not with anger, but with worship. You will fight not with striving, but with surrender. You will fight not with arguments, but with my decrees. The fiercest battles you will face will not always be external. They will rise in the hidden places of your mind and soul. The temptation to believe you are alone again. The pull to fall back into old coping mechanisms. The lies suggesting you are in over your head. The discouragement when progress feels slow. But beloved, those are not signs you are losing. Those are signs you are being fortified. I am teaching you how to stand. I am training you how to press through. I am empowering you to endure. For this is not a sprint. This is a race marked by consistency and trust. You will find in the battles ahead that I am still with you. I am still your defender. I am still your shelter. I am still your victory. The enemy will try to convince you that my presence departs when warfare arises. But no, I draw even closer. In the fire, I am the fourth man. In the storm, I am the stillness. In the valley, I am the shepherd. Lean into me, beloved, when pressure increases. Do not run to distraction. Do not medicate your soul with temporary comforts. Come to me, the well that never runs dry. You will find that battles that once took days to overcome will now bow in moments. Because you are no longer fighting for freedom. You are fighting from freedom. You will also find that I will give you discernment. Not every battle is yours to fight. Some are distractions sent to detour you. Some are deceptions designed to drain you. Learn to ask me, is this my battle, or is this noise? Is this my assignment, or is this bait? You do not have to attend every argument the enemy invites you to. You do not have to chase every critic. You do not have to defend yourself in every misunderstanding. I am your defender. I am your judge. I am your advocate. When you stay silent, I will speak. When you stay still, I will move. When you trust me, I will vindicate. Beloved, as your influence grows, so will the opportunities for offense. Guard your heart. Bitterness is a chain you cannot afford to wear again. Unforgiveness will attempt to creep in through small cracks. Refuse it. Release quickly. Bless often. Stay pure. Your greatest strength in this new season will not be your strategy. It will be your purity. A pure heart carries power no demon can resist. A clean spirit releases authority no system can deny. Stay low. Stay yielded. Stay soft. I am not impressed by those who conquer kingdoms yet lose themselves. I am drawn to those who carry my heart even when battles rage around them. You will win battles not by sword, but by surrender. Not by force, but by faith. Not by might, but by my spirit. I am raising you to navigate this new level with wisdom. You will know when to advance, you will know when to pause, you will know when to speak, you will know when to be silent. My precious child, the battles ahead will not break you. They will make you. They will refine your worship. They will sharpen your discernment. They will deepen your dependence, and in every fight I will remind you, you are not circling anymore. You are not surviving anymore. You are taking ground. This is the battle for the new, and it is already won, because I go before you. So rise with confidence. Step into warfare with worship. Advance with the assurance that every place your foot treads I have given you. You are not fighting for victory. You are fighting from victory, and beloved, nothing will stop what I have started in you. My beloved child, you have endured the fire of testing. You have withstood the pressure of warfare. You have remained faithful in the small and steady in the storm. Now, beloved, hear me clearly. This is your season of increase. This is your time of expansion. You did not labor in vain. You did not yield without reward. You did not persevere only to stay hidden forever. I am the Lord of the harvest. I am the one who multiplies what is surrendered. I am the God who takes the seed of your faithfulness and brings forth fruit beyond imagination. The days of barely enough are over. The days of scraping by spiritually, emotionally, mentally, they are shifting. You are stepping into abundance. Not abundance for selfishness, not abundance for earthly indulgence, but abundance so that you may become a river that overflows for others. I have watched as you poured when you felt empty. I have recorded every time you encouraged when you were weary. I have remembered every prayer you prayed for others when you yourself needed answers. Beloved, nothing is forgotten. Nothing is wasted. Nothing has been missed. Now watch as I repay with interest. Watch as I pour back into you more than you poured out. Watch as I replenish what was drained and multiply what was once meager. Your cup is being filled to overflow, for I did not call you only to receive. I called you to release. You will become a fountain of wisdom in dry places. You will become a voice of truth in chaotic atmospheres. You will become a carrier of hope where despair once ruled. You have been faithful with little. Now I will make you ruler over much. This is not about fame. This is not about empire. This is about impact. You will not measure success by numbers, but by nations touched. You will not count achievements, but lives transformed. You will not tally accolades, but hearts awakened. I will send you to places thirsty for what you carry. Some will welcome you openly. Others will resist, but even they will be marked, because where you go, I go, and where I go, rivers flow. Yes, rivers, not trickles, not streams. Rivers. Rivers of peace in anxious cultures. Rivers of joy in sorrowful lands. Rivers of love in hardened hearts. Rivers of truth in confused generations. You are no longer a reservoir holding on to survival. You are now a river, moving, living, overflowing with life. But beloved, as rivers flow, so they must remain connected to their source. Do not let success separate you from surrender. Do not let favor pull you away from fellowship. Do not let influence replace intimacy. Stay close to me. The river will only flow as long as you abide in the source. You will pour, yes, you will pour much, but you will never run dry, because you are not pouring from yourself. You are pouring from me, and I do not run out. I do not decrease when I give. I do not grow weary when I pour. I am the endless supply. I am the living water. I am the fountain within you. You will see multiplication, beloved, not addition, multiplication. What once took years will take months. What once took months will take moments. What once seemed impossible will become normal. You will mentor many. You will disciple deeply. You will send forth others who drink from your river and become rivers themselves. Your legacy will not be in what you build for yourself, but in the people who flourish because of your overflow. You will be a safe place. You will be a steady voice. You will be a lighthouse for those lost in storms, not because you are strong in yourself, but because you have been deeply broken, deeply healed, and deeply loved. You are not flowing out of ambition. You are flowing out of union, union with me, union with my spirit, union with my truth. So, beloved, rejoice. For expansion is here. Multiplication is now. Harvest is breaking through the ground, and you, yes you, are a planter, a waterer, and now also a reaper. But as you gather, as you pour, as you overflow, remember this above all. Stay near, near to my whisper, near to my heartbeat, near to my presence. The farther you go, the closer I invite you to come, for intimacy will sustain where increase cannot. I am enlarging your borders, but I am also enlarging your heart, so that as you become a river, you never forget the joy of being my child. Beloved, the world will know the change in you. They will taste and see. They will drink and be satisfied. But you will always drink first. You will always remain the one I love, beyond the river, beyond the overflow, beyond the assignment. You will always be mine. My beloved child, you have journeyed far. You have broken cycles and shattered ceilings. You have risen in identity, stepped into authority, and poured out with overflow. But now, beloved, hear me as I speak to the ones who will not only rise, but finish. For it is not enough to begin well. It is not enough to surge in seasons of excitement. It is not enough to carry momentum for a moment. I have called you to endure. I have called you to finish well. You are not running for applause. You are running for the eternal crown. And those who finish well do not run in haste, but in wisdom. They do not sprint in vanity, but persevere in surrender. Yes, beloved, endurance will be required. There will be seasons when others fade away, when once zealous voices grow silent, when passion around you seems cold. But you will not grow cold. You will burn brighter still, not because your strength will never falter, but because your dependence on me will never cease. The race is not to the swift. The prize is not for the perfect. The reward is for the faithful. And you are faithful. Not because you never fell, but because every time you fell, you got back up. Not because you never doubted, but because every doubt was answered with worship. Not because you always felt strong, but because you leaned on me in your weakness. Beloved, your endurance is not of human will. It is the work of my Spirit within you. When you could have quit, grace carried you. When you could have compromised, love constrained you. When you could have been consumed by bitterness, forgiveness flowed through you. You have not run in vain. Your perseverance has echoed in heaven. Your small obediences have thundered in the spirit realm. Every yes in secret, every act of unseen service, every quiet refusal to bow to fear, it has all built a testimony that cannot be erased. But hear me now, child. As you move closer to the fulfillment of all I have spoken, the intensity may increase. Do not be surprised when resistance rises again. Do not be discouraged when tests come suddenly. Tests are not my rejection. They are my protection. Tests are not signs of being disqualified. They are opportunities to be proven trustworthy. You will be trusted with more, and with more comes the testing of motives, the testing of purity, the testing of consistency. Many begin running fast. Fewer finish running faithful. But you, beloved, you will finish because you will stay connected to me, the author and the finisher of your faith. I will finish what I started. I will complete what I began. I will bring to fullness what I initiated. And you will say at the end, not look what I did, but look what the Lord has done. Finishing well requires focus. Focus not on crowds. Focus not on critics. Focus not on competition. Fix your eyes on Jesus. Fix your ears to my voice. Fix your heart to my promises. I have not called you to compare. I have not called you to strive to outdo others. I have called you to run your race with joy, with persistence, with vision. Beloved, there will be moments near the finish line when fatigue whispers loudly. There will be days when the weight of responsibility feels heavy. There will be moments when you wonder if your sacrifices have been worth it. Hear me, they have. For though earthly rewards are temporary, heavenly legacies are eternal. And you, beloved, are leaving a trail of faith that others will follow. Your life is not only impacting now, it will impact beyond your days. Your yes will echo in generations yet unborn. Your faith will build bridges for those who have not yet taken their first steps. You are becoming a pillar, a landmark in the spirit, a living testimony that says, the cycle stopped with me, the curse broke with me, the pattern shifted through me, the legacy began because I said yes. Finishing well is not perfection. Finishing well is daily surrender. It is rising again after each fall. It is forgiving quickly and loving fiercely. It is staying tender when hardness tempts. It is remaining faithful when applause fades. My precious child, you will finish. Not crawling, but running. Not depleted, but delighted. Not barely, but boldly. Because I am with you, because I am in you, because I am for you, and I will never leave you alone on the course. So run, beloved. Run when the path is clear. Run when the road is uphill. Run when the scenery is joyful. Run when the valley feels dry. Run because grace fuels you. Run because love compels you. Run because the prize is not far off. And when you cross that finish line, oh, beloved, the heavens will roar. Not because you ran the fastest, but because you ran faithfully. I will stand with arms wide open and declare over you, well done, my good and faithful servant, enter into the joy of your Lord. This is the promise for the faithful. This is the reward for the surrendered. This is the destiny of those who endure. And beloved, you will endure, because I will finish with you. My beloved child, you have walked the path few dare to walk. You have endured what others could not see. You have broken through where the enemy thought he prevailed. And now, precious one, you have arrived. Not simply at a destination, not merely at a place of recognition, but at the place your heart longed for most, union with me. For all the breaking led to building, all the refining birthed revealing, all the battles taught beholding, this is what you were made for. Not simply to carry assignments, not merely to influence nations, not only to bear fruit that blesses others. You were made to be mine. Everything I have done, every season I led you through, every valley and every mountaintop has always been about one thing, that I may have all of you and you may have all of me. I never needed your performance. I never asked for your perfection. I only longed for your presence. And beloved, now you know. Now you have tasted. Now you have seen. Nothing in this world compares to me. All the fears that once ruled you now lie silent. All the chains that once bound you now lie broken. All the lies that once deceived you now lie powerless. Because in my light, darkness flees. In my arms, striving ceases. In my love, shame dies forever. You are home. Home in my heart. Home in my delight. Home in my everlasting embrace. Do you see, beloved? You were never running toward a platform. You were running back to the garden, back to communion, back to walking with me in the cool of the day, back to hearing my whisper without filters or fear, back to where it all began, and where it will continue forever. You have become the reflection of my dreams, not because of titles earned or accomplishments achieved, but because you have allowed yourself to be fully known and fully loved. You now walk as one who knows, I am my beloved's and he is mine. You walk free not only from sin but from self. You walk alive now, not only in purpose but in pleasure. You walk confident, not in position but in proximity. And now, beloved child, listen carefully. You will live from fullness, not towards fullness, not fighting for scraps, not hoping for favor. You are full, because I have filled you, full of my spirit, full of my peace, full of my love, full of my dreams. You will pour, yes. You will lead, yes. You will build, yes, but never again from emptiness. You will release from overflow. You will create from communion. You will dream from intimacy. You will move from abiding. You will touch nations, but only because you are touched by me daily. You will shake kingdoms, but only because you are unshaken by my nearness. You will change lives, but only because your life is continually changed in my hands. This is fullness, beloved, not doing for me, but being with me, not chasing destiny, but carrying delight, not performing to be seen, but resting because you are known. And hear this, fullness never ends, for I am eternal, and so is our union. There will always be more to discover, more love to experience, more glory to encounter, even in eternity, beloved. The song never grows. Old, you will gaze upon me and cry out, holy, 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 not from religious duty, but from endless wonder. Every moment fresh, every revelation new, every encounter deeper. I am your forever. I am your portion. I am your reward, not influence, not legacy, not victory. I am. So rest now, my beloved. Rest from the wrestling. Rest from the striving. Rest from the proving. You are secure. You are sealed. You are mine. The story has been written. The cycles have ended. The chains have shattered. The river has flowed. The battles have refined. The harvest has multiplied. The race has been run. The legacy is alive. The testimony is eternal. And now, my dear child, step boldly into the ever-deepening dance of love. No fear, no striving, no veil, just me and you, forever. This is not the end. This is not even the peak. This is the beautiful, endless beginning. You are mine. I am yours, forever and ever. Amen.